Virtual reality or VR is the use of computer modeling and simulation to create a simulated environment. VR technologies play with our sense to transport us to any world within our imagination. Unlike traditional user interface, VR places the user inside an experience. Instead of viewing a screen in front of them, users are immersed and able to interact with 3D worlds by simulating as many senses as possible, such as vision, hearing, touch, even smell. The computer is transformed into a gatekeeper to this artificial world. As new VR technologies start to engage more of our sense, their effects may be even more compelling and realistic.
What is the role of VR in our lives? Nowadays, people often associate VR with gaming. And sure, there are a lot of awesome VR games out there, but VR is going to shape our future in more ways than just gaming. The interaction between the human brain and VR has already led to applications in many industries, including in healthcare, where professionals now use virtual models to prepare themselves before working on real bodies, minimizing the use of medical cadavers and animal models. VR has already been used as pain relief for burn injuries, and it can also be used to treat psychological issues such as anxiety or depression. Virtual reality exposure therapy has been thought to be particularly effective in the treatment of PTSD. VR can also be used in education with virtual field trips or more interactive learning, therefore increasing learning retention levels.
Now then, let us look into ethics and value systems in VR technology. A virtual reality is almost reality. As the name implies, it is virtually real. Virtual reality environments such as rooms, cities, or entire worlds are created by computer softwares executing on high-performance computer hardware. VR continues to develop novel applications beyond simple entertainment due to the increasing availability of VR technologies and the intense immersive experience. And so, the ethics of VR technology must be discussed. Although the benefits of VR are endless, there are also some concerns about the misuse of this technology. A particular problem can be caused by what we refer to as superrealism, where elements and even experiences in virtual or augmented reality may become indistinguishable from reality. This may lead to the user disassociation from the real world, whereby they would feel more comfortable in the virtual world. This could have direct and significant social consequences to the user. Moreover, the rise in virtual pornography to fulfill sexual desires may also lead to negative social effects such as disinhibition, marital fidelity, desensitization, and false expectations, and could lead to the deterioration of social relationships in reality. To reduce the negative impacts, developers and authorities have to focus on using policy guidelines to minimize content-induced risk and also allowing users to select levels of realism or deception.
Virtual reality, also known as VR, can conflict with religion because of the vague separation between augmented and authentic reality. Questions and doubts arise whether VR has the same religious consequences as the real world. Human nature that prioritizes selfish needs could be further tested when an augmented reality allows us to do whatever we want without direct consequences. However, virtual reality is still relatively new. There is no written rule that forbids the use of VR. Like most things, VR should also be used in moderation. I'm also going to be talking about what is Islam's perspective on virtual reality. So, is the internet halal? The answer to this question depends heavily on how it is used. The same could be said about VR. But then again, a VR headset is very expensive, ranging anywhere from 600 to 1.2 thousand US dollar. Islam does discourage luxuries, hence using VR for luxurious purposes won't be ideal according to Islamic rules. However, using VR for useful things like practicing surgery is completely allowed by Islam. If it is for the betterment of humanity and does not hurt anybody, VR is allowed according to Islam.
Christianity's perspective on virtual reality. Christianity is not against the idea of virtual reality. Some good and bad possibilities of VR are discussed briefly below. Pros or advantages. Number 1. VR can enhance the way we share important information. Virtual reality is now being used to help police and military personnel prepare. In a hostage situation, for example, special forces will virtually walk through a building before entering to attempt a rescue, significantly improving their chances of success. Number 2. VR can greatly enhance our experience of entertainment. It doesn't take much creativity to see how virtual reality could change the way we watch movies, TV, and play video games. You must admit, the promise of virtual reality is intriguing. Cons or disadvantages. VR can cause many to live in greater seclusion from family and community. It's easy to imagine VR causing people to withdraw into virtual worlds, leaving family, relationships, friendships, and real-world obligations in the process. A technology that can remove physical boundaries is likely to create barriers within families. To summarize, Christianity is not against virtual reality, but like most things, it should be used in moderation, and children should use this under supervision of adults. Buddhism's perspective on virtual reality. Buddhist meditation teachers have considered VR to have explosive spiritual potential. Buddhist practitioners can and should use these emerging tools for spiritual insight, development, and transformation, according to Tibetan Buddhist teacher, author, and Gung Ho VR proponent Andrew Holisek. Others, however, see serious red flags where some Buddhist thinkers see hope. They argue that we shouldn't build more realities because we are already struggling with the one we are in. Will this latest age of technology really enlighten our understanding of ourselves, or will it simply keep us distracted from and defined by our most pressing issues? Due to these conflicts, where Buddhism stands regarding VR is unclear.
There are dangers with anything. However, we must not forget the huge benefit of combining VR with games in education, rehabilitation, training, and of course, entertainment. VR is a technology. How we use VR, for good or bad, is up to us. There has been and continue to be rapid growth in virtual reality technologies. It is estimated that there will be 300 plus million VR users worldwide by 2020. There remains room for debate around the topic of ethical responsibilities for these technologies. More research needs to be done to investigate the psychological impact of VR, especially on young children, both in the short and long term. However, if the VR economy is to continue to grow while maintaining sustainable healthy new development, it must be supported by scientific research to investigate the social and ethical issues around these technologies.